Trump is a narcissist. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about Americans going hungry. He said during a 60-minute interview that ICE hasn't gone far enough when they're out there attacking people and breaking their ribs. He was angry that Jimmy Carter's funeral took the spotlight away from him. A friend of mine said, if an old lady fell down in front of Trump, he would not help her back up. And it's true. And now we have proof.
Donald Trump gathered in the Oval Office with pharmaceutical company executives to discuss possible future price reductions for what Donald Trump inelegantly calls the fat drug. As Donald Trump, along with some of his administration officials and pharmaceutical executives, droned on, someone standing with the group collapsed, which immediately sent the physician in the room, Dr. Mehmet Oz, into action, along with other normal human beings who reached down to help the man who was revived and then helped from the room by White House medical staff. At the first sign of the commotion, Donald Trump turned around, as you see there. But then, not understanding what was happening, he turned away. When he saw that man on the ground, he looked and then turned away, as you see here. And then Donald Trump, a person without a single sympathetic instinct, stood staring straight ahead, as if pretending that whatever suffering the man behind him was experiencing wasn't happening. And yes, that's the man's foot in the air that you see in the corner of that picture, his feet. This image captured Donald Trump's ability to completely ignore a person in need. Did that today with a man on the floor in the Oval Office. And he did it today with millions of American air travelers whose plans he is threatening. And he did it today with millions of Americans who are worried about their ability to afford food because Donald Trump is trying to take their supplemental nutrition assistance benefits away, while a judge in Rhode Island continues to order Donald Trump to fund those benefits fully. It is the same Oval Office where Donald Trump congratulated Elon Musk for taking food out of the mouths of starving children and starving people in famine conditions in Africa. It is the same Oval Office where Donald Trump congratulated Elon Musk for denying life-saving medicine that this country has been giving to fight AIDS in Africa for over 20 years, thanks to a very successful program created by President George W. Bush and Dr. Anthony Fauci. Elon Musk killed all of that with Donald Trump's hearty approval that shows that Donald Trump and Elon Musk's destruction of the United States Agency for International Development has already caused the deaths of 600,000 people, 2/3 of them children. Those 600,000 people died while Donald Trump was staring straight ahead in the other direction with those dying children in Africa far behind his back, the way that suffering man was today. That is the picture of the Trump presidency. That should be the Trump second-term official portrait. Portrait of Donald Trump standing mindlessly, staring straight ahead, wondering when he will next get to play golf, maybe, while a man's feet are in the air behind him, being picked up by other people who have the capacity to care about another human being in distress. After the suffering man was removed from the Oval Office in the
I wanted to point out a couple other things. You might have noticed Howard Lutnick behind Trump. Notice how he's also looking away while everybody else is leaning in trying to help the man that had collapsed. He's mirroring Trump. He's staring off into space. But Trump has chosen people who also lack empathy. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was also there. When the man collapses, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. runs away. And Trump's administration displays any strength of character. I'm going to play that clip that shows Robert F. Kennedy.
About. For nearly 150 years, my company, Eli Lilly, has been investing in America. We've been advancing science and creating high-value jobs. But today, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah.